Hey, what's up, friends? So, I just wanted to start out with a little YouTube video intro for you guys. So, introduce myself, some of our cars, some of the things we're going to be doing here on the channel. So, let's get straight into it. Alright, guys, heading out. Show you what we're working with right now. Just figure I'll do a little introduction to me and the cars. And then we'll get started on plans for the truck. So, first thing, 2017 Challenger RT 5.7 Hemi. Nothing special, but my fiance bought it brand new. It's a little dirty right now. I've been dailying it, quite a bit dirty actually, but it is what it is. And then she bought it new. We've put 93,000 miles on it so far. It's been a great car. Only thing we've had to do so far is the starter. I mean, it's lowered a little bit. Wider tires from the stock 245. We went to a 275. A little bit here and there, nothing special, but great daily, great road trip car. And then to my daily, it's a 93 Honda Prelude SI. It's definitely a little beat up on the outside. It's got its issues. 199,000 miles on it now. Sitting on the stock wheels. I was supposed to sell it last weekend. Guy never showed up. You know how it goes. Crappy people, but it is what it is. I'm the second owner of it. It's been, for the most part, a fantastic car. Timing belt ended up snapping one day. Just had a bunch of weird problems since then, but inside, I don't have the key on me, of course. See, this one got Godspeed Traction S lowering springs. I think it's an 1.25 inch front, 1.5 inch rear. Power Stop Z23 brake kit. So the carbon ceramic pads, drilled and slotted rotors. As far as engine, it's all stock. I do have a nice set of wheels. Homemade clear tail lights. These are from those ugly Altezza style tail lights that, the ghetto looking ones, I guess, if you will. Took the clear lenses off, put them on the stock housings with the stock reflector. So it's still got the amber in it. Interior's freaking beautiful. 20% ceramic tint, 50 on the windshield. It's got a remote start and security system on it. And then come up here, my fiance's daily. Focus on where I'm recording. So 99 Honda Civic hatch, EK hatch. It's a CX model, but so the CX was the base model, but it has both power steering and AC. Same thing, 20% ceramic tint all the way around, 50% on the windshield. Interior's not great. Things got God knows how many miles. Picked it up from a friend for $1,000 like 2 years ago. It was a little beat. It's on some old some cheap Tyne coilovers. Same thing, Power Stop drilled and slotted brakes. We've got the carbon fiber wing I got from a friend for free. It was hail damage, so he didn't want it. He didn't have an EK hatch anymore, so gave it to me along with this internal chassis brace system that we've got put in. For stock D16 Y7. The thing, it does pretty good. Custom built the exhaust, dual tip, both of them work. It's quite loud. I'm not too happy with it, but yeah. Dual exit muffler, one side goes up and under the bumper. But this is her car. She does what she wants with it. The wheels are some Lancer OZ Rally wheels. 4-in-100, not the 4-in-114, which is kind of odd. Weird spec of those wheels. And she's got a little stereo in it, NRG wheel, quick release hub, stuff like that. But this one's also got a security system, of course. But honestly, this car has something close to like 400,000 miles on it now. It's been incredibly reliable. We picked it up, paid $1,000 for it. It was, what was the cluster in it? The cluster in it was at like 270,000, something like that. Ended up swapping out the cluster because the odometer didn't work with another one I picked up at the junkyard that said 240,000. We're about to roll 300 on this cluster now, but there was a Sharpie marking in the engine bay for oil change or something. Some sort of service had been written down in the bay at 240,000 miles back in 2013. And my friend had driven it back and forth from Michigan, or not Michigan, from Illinois multiple times over the 3 or 4 years that he had the car. It was his daily. He put a bunch of miles on it. And then we got it, and she's put, 60, 70,000 miles on it. So the thing's got to be close to 400,000. Pretty sure it's the original engine and trans. Need to do a clutch soon. Need to rework the exhaust. That'll be for a later video. It rattles. It's a little loud. I want it a little quieter. She's not too upset with it. Just got to get rid of the rattle. And then here, this one you won't be seeing for very long. This is our roommate's car. 2018 Dodge Charger SRT, or not SRT, my bad. Charger 392 Hemi, Scat Pack. This one is on its way out. It's got like 20,000 miles on it. And let's see. All stock. Hasn't done anything to it. Just, weekend, daily fun car. He's selling it for a brand new Hellcat that's on the way. We think it's either on the train right now or it's sitting at the port. So within a week or two, this thing will be gone. There'll be a nice, same color, wide body Hellcat sitting in its place. So I will do a little bit of a video on that when that gets here. But now, on to the main project for the channel, at least to start. Got this piece of junk. 1974 Ford Courier. Had a 1.8 liter Mazda engine. Got no floorboards. It was an automatic, which I've heard is a little bit more rare, but the valve cover had a hole in it. It's been sitting forever. Picked it up for $200 at our dude up in Washington. And we're turning this thing into something very special. So I have done a little bit to it since we picked it up. I took the front end off with the hood. So it's clamshell hood. It's really cool. We did the bed liner because the bed was getting pretty ugly. Just rust, standing water in the bed. And so we did the bed liner. I built, did the tailgate. Under here. It's just some cedar fence planks. Did that yesterday. Just needed something to cover because there's supposed to be a panel that covers the tailgate to make it nice and smooth across, but it was just the outer skin. So I did the wood panel, just leftover fence boards we had from some gardening stuff. And then also I built this box, which is going to hold, it's got wood scraps in it right now, but this is going to hold my battery, my fuel filter setup, which is on the way, so I can't finish the fuel filter or the fuel system video today, but we're going to get started on it. But yeah. And let's see. We are going to turn this keg right here. It's been sitting out in the sun drying out. I just sprayed it down. Turning this into my fuel tank. Got some stainless fittings for it. We're doing a little cheap to start. And then we're going to eventually go all AN lines and everything on it. Oh, it's a little wet. I've already got the valve out of it. I've got a filler neck on the way too that'll need to be welded on, but that'll be probably next weekend if it shows up in time. So, but this thing, since I didn't tell you, this thing is getting a lot of work done. It's not getting another rear wheel drive setup. I also have a 2003 Jetta TDI 5-speed manual ALH. It's got something close to 200,000 miles on it. It's all stock. But when we moved up here to Oregon from Colorado, I ended up losing the title for it. Crappy situation. We just picked it up a couple months before we moved, so it still had temp tags on it. Ended up losing the title somehow in the move. Don't know where it went. Can't find it. Contacted the state of Colorado DMV through their online thing. Tried to get, I paid the $8 fee or whatever to get a new title sent. They never sent one. It's like, you know what? We're just going to strip it down, sacrifice it. The body's beat up. Interior's not great. So it'll be a good donor car. So my plan right now is basically I got to get that thing back down here to the house. That's up at fiance's dad's house. But we are going to pull everything out of the front end. I mean, I'm talking suspension, engine, trans, suspension, hubs, axles, like all of the front end stuff, and it's getting thrown into here. So all of this front half of the Courier will be getting pulled out, or front quarter of it, whatever. Frame will get chopped off, build a whole new frame setup for it to mount in the TDI. We're currently leaving the rear live axle in it just until I can figure out something for the back end. So I will have to at some point go through and make sure all the the diff fluid and that's good, just because it's going to be spinning, gears inside and whatnot. But yeah, so we also have a 93 F350 single cab, long bed, 4-wheel drive with the 7.3 IDI. That one will come later for more video stuff. It runs sort of, but it kills batteries. The lights don't work. It's been sitting for like 6-7 years up at her dad's house, so we're going to get that thing up and going at some point as well. So we will do some updates on that, do some video stuff there. I got to do a clutch in the Civic soon, so we'll do some video on that. Just we're going to try to do proper vlog, automotive vlog of my shenanigans, basically. So here pretty soon, we're going to get started on this fuel cell. I got a bunch of stuff in the house for it, and I will show you that real soon. Until next time, so this is just the introduction video, just letting you know who I am. My name's Ryan. Grew up in Colorado. Met my fiance online. She moved to Colorado with me, And then about 6 months ago, we moved back up here to Oregon, and it's been great so far. The weather is fantastic. If you don't mind a little rain, it rains most days. It's not a lot. It's usually pretty light and slow. No crazy torrential downpours like Colorado gets. The biggest thing that makes me happy is how little wind we get. We've had 2 or 3 days where it's been 15-mile-an-hour winds up here, whereas Colorado, you can get 20 to 30-mile-an-hour winds for a week straight, and it's just unrelenting. It's annoying to do videos. So here, hopefully, we'll be a little better off. Start upgrading some equipment, get a GoPro, for some outdoor videos, some driving stuff. And yeah, until then, we will see you in the next one. We're going to start on the fuel system.